the voice of the Blue Eagle. The Jesuit Hour. Get to know the Jesuits. Discover their spirituality, their history, their ministries. The Jesuit Hour. Anything Jesuit, everything Jesuit. The Jesuit Hour. Radyo Katipunan, 87.9 FM.
Okay guys, recording na. And 1, 2, 3, and...
Music that's just right. Music that's blue and white. Songs from our university's own on Blue Brew. On the voice of the Blue Eagle, Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Meron? Ano nga ba ang meron? Paano nga bang mabuhay ng tapat sa meron? Don't you wish you can relive your philo classes? The terror teachers? The terrible oral exams? Or the even terrifying but liberating and life-changing aha moments? Lundagin mo, baby! Here's your chance! Lundagin mo, baby! Kasama ang mga pilosopong sina Jovi Miroy at Ron Capinding. Lundagin mo, baby! Leaping upward, leaping forward. Lundagin mo, baby! Leaping to greater heights, to greater wisdom, to greater magis. Lundag na, Ateneo! Radyo Katipunan. News, insights, inspiration. Radyo Katipunan. Down from the hill and down to the world. Radyo Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle.
3 o'clock prayer. You died, Jesus, but the source of life flowed out for souls, and the ocean of mercy opened up for the whole world. O fountain of life, immeasurable divine mercy, cover the whole world and empty yourself out upon us. O blood and water, which flowed out from the heart of Jesus as a fountain of mercy for us, I trust in you. Holy God, holy mighty one, holy immortal one, have mercy on us and the whole world. Holy God, holy mighty one, holy immortal one, have mercy on us and the whole world. Holy God, holy mighty one, holy immortal one, have mercy on us and the whole world. Amen. Jesus, King of mercy, we trust in you.
Radyo Katipunan. News, insights, inspiration. Radyo Katipunan. Down from the hill and down to the world. Radyo Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle.
Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Katipunan. The voice of the Blue Eagle, kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama.
Checking out the latest happenings in, around, and beyond Katipunan. This is the Katipunan Roundup. Katipunan Roundup.
Yes, we are.
Yan.
Okay, period.
Period.
For us.
Okay. Again, Radyo Katipunan.
So, yeah, that's the show.
That's the show. You are listening to Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM, the voice of the Blue Eagle, your one big FM. And this is the Katipunan Roundup, where we bring you the ins, outs, and all abouts of the place we call home,
Katipunan Avenue.
I'm Aya.
And I'm Iana.
And we're your hosts for today.
And like most weeks, actually. Like most
Weeks, actually. Yeah, like this isn't new, you guys.
Exactly.
You're probably sick of us right now, and that's totally fine.
You can feel however you'd like to feel.
Yeah, on this day of what the day? On this day of October 2, 2024, the 276th day of the year.
Period. Today in history, in 1789, which that was pretty long ago. Who thinks?
A while ago.
It was a while ago. 1789, George Washington transmitted the proposed constitutional amendments, or the United States Bill of Rights, to the states for ratification. Love that for him.
Very, very lawful, very, very mindful, very respectful.
Exactly, very politics and governance. Love that for him. Later on in 1967, Thurgood Marshall was sworn in as the first African-American Supreme Court Justice. It's crazy to think how big of a gap there was between this event and that of President Barack Obama's becoming like the first African-American president of the United States.
It was a huge gap, actually. You'd think that it would be dire-direchong, like, progress, so to say.
Right?
But that's not how the world works, apparently.
Yeah.
But we're just happy to have progress.
Little wins, little wins.
Little wins.
Exactly. And then in 2001, our year of birth, Queen, the American sitcom Scrubs, starring Zach Braff, premiered on NBC.
Wow!
Love that. Very memeable until today, I think.
It's kind of timeless.
Right?
I remember watching the series a lot with my parents on, like, those pirated DVDs that you can get in those sketchy areas. Yeah. It was pretty fun. It was funny to a child. I do not think I should have been watching it, honestly.
You might be able to say that you scrubbed it from that source.
You're so right.
Piracy. Anyway, and then in 2009, Stan Lee Day was declared by the County of Los Angeles and the City of Long Beach. Stan Lee is, for those who are not aware, an American comic book writer, and he created popular characters such as Spider-Man. People might know of his filmography by being a frequent... What do you call those? Exactly, by his frequent cameos in Marvel movies.
Yes, because he was like the guy who kind of made all this exist.
Exactly.
In comics, yeah. And we remember him fondly. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Stanley.
He made a lot of our childhoods. And you know what else children are sometimes interested in?
What, Queen?
Fashion.
Play the DTI theme song right now. I'm kidding.
Pose 28 on all of them.
Pose 28.
Uy, may issue ngayon ng DTI.
What's going on? Oh, also, this is not the Department of Trade and Industry.
Oh,
by the way.
this is Dress to Impress on Roblox.
Just to clarify.
Literally, nothing of this country even.
Exactly.
Purely on the internet.
We
We just enjoy playing games. We're still not friends there. Anyway.
We should, right now. But
Yes,
yeah.
I'll tell you about it later. But for now, our fun fact of the day is actually because our producer Iso has recently gone down the rabbit hole of content about fashion houses like Prada, Miu Miu, and Coach. Because, I quote, di ko sinasabi to off my own volition, she was too lazy to get off the search page of TikTok. Sa mga chronically online dyan, kaway-kaway, I am one of you, you are one of me.
Happens to the best of them.
Truly,
Best of us.
truly the best of us. Ayan. So, here are some fun facts about fashion and fashion history. Did you know high heels, or just heels in general, were originally worn by and made for men, not women? Would never have guessed, but also makes sense. Yeah. High heels date back to the 10th century, and Persian men wore heels while riding horses. I think it helps them, no, not I think, it really did help them stay secure in their stirrups. So just like, it hooks on there just like that.
Yeah, and the cowboy boots are sort of the same. They're
Yeah,
also
they also have heels.
heeled.
Yeah, very, very thick heels, but heeled nonetheless.
Right?
diba? And
Interesting.
it wasn't until the 16th century that high heels became popular among European nobility, both male and female, as a status symbol.
Yeah.
I remember a lot of not stories. I think this is true. Napoleon wore heels.
I think in his like photos you'll see.
Yeah, he literally wears heels, and he is fairly known as short king.
Yeah.
Short king.
Yeah.
So it was probably for convenience for his horsey horse, but also it doesn't hurt to add a little something there.
Right, like maybe it added some confidence and inches.
Yeah, good for him.
Good for him.
Now, moving on to skirts. They were also popular fashion staples for both men and women in ancient times. In the Greek and Roman times, pants were considered uncivilized, and their men wore skirts and robes. Just, I think that makes the most sense. Kasi I always questioned why women are the ones who are known to wear skirts. When it's like, we're the ones with more space to have pants there. Do you get
I
what
get that.
Diba?
It's anatomically more appropriate.
Right? Yeah, and I'm sure guys or like men with such anatomy would
that
appreciate
hardware.
more. Yeah, hardware.
Yeah. Yes.
They would appreciate more room, diba? So it makes sense that it was like a dual thing, or even if it was just men, I totally get it. Ayun, pants were considered uncivilized, not because the fashion was considered frumpy, but was instead a result of pettiness. Pettiness. The tribes and people that the Greeks and Romans used to war with commonly wore pants, and so they considered these people and their fashion beneath them. Really was just prejudice.
Exactly. Like, what are they wearing? Pants?
I don't like that.
Disgusting.
It feels very like grade school.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you're wearing pants? Well, pants
That's
are
not
nasty.
cool.
Yeah.
Like the opposite Regina George. Actually, that's also what Isa wrote. Diva alert, Regina George, who? We're still on the same
On Wednesdays, we wear skirts.
skirts, not pants, because our enemies wear pants.
Exactly.
That's what the Romans thought. It was the Greeks and Romans who said, you can't sit with us.
When in Rome.
When in Rome, wear your skirts. Okay, women, pants, and the power suit. So we've talked about heels, we've talked about skirts and pants, and now let's talk about how women put all of these together.
Exactly.
Their power suits, their pants. Long before pants became a staple in women's wardrobes, one iconic figure in Hollywood was already breaking the mold, and it was none other than Miss Katharine Hepburn. In the 1930s and 40s, when it was still considered scandalous for women to wear trousers, her preference for high-waisted, wide-leg trousers made a powerful statement. I think we see a lot of the influence during that time's fashion talaga came from like movie stars and
Right?
yeah.
Because I can imagine that they were like a very visual and a very forward example of, you know, what the style is or what women stand for at the time.
Yeah, it's a very not so low key considering they're like stars.
Yeah.
But also a unique type of rebellion, I would say, against the norm. Which is awesome. So awesome of her.
Awesome.
A symbol of independence and defiance against gender norms. Ayun. Hepburn's influence spread well beyond her years into the 1980s, where the power suit became popular amongst women and their influence was rising in the workplace. Wasn't the 80s also like disco? Diba? And they wore pants.
They were like the first you know how in the early 2010s everybody was like hitting the clubs in
Skinny jeans.
exactly in skinny jeans, and also like business business casual like peplum
blazers,
pencil
skirts with your tube top. This is what you did, Katharine Hepburn.
This is the legacy.
This is the legacy. And it became, ayun nga, it's an influence in like the workplace as well. The suit featured broad shoulders and tailored lines. I assume this is also where like shoulder pads come in.
Yeah.
And it exuded confidence and authority while still blending femininity into the sharpness. We really took that silhouette and made it our own.
Exactly.
Per.
I think nowadays it's reworked in different unique ways. Right. I think for YSL, Spring Summer 2025, one of the iconic looks was it was sort of a return to Yves Saint Laurent, emblematic Yves Saint Laurent, and like suits. Some like sort of slouchy but also tailored. Bella Hadid popularly, I think she
Adjusted her blazer.
right. Like, did she open the show? She was at the show. She walked.
She was
walked
there.
The show. Yeah.
She's a model.
Exactly. She's for people who aren't aware. No, but yeah, but she walked the show and it was like this really really cool, structured but also soft suit.
Yeah.
It was very cool.
Powerful woman, like in a visual and like in general.
Right.
More power to you, Hadids. You both are so strong. Kasi I kept seeing like stories about that where in 2000, I'm not gonna say the year because I'm not sure, but Gigi Hadid naman was like criticized for adjusting her. It was a very short and tight dress. So, and she was adjusting it in the runway. Kasi syempre like, you're walking, things are moving, you know. So she was kind of pulling it down and very low-key naman, very, demure.
Yeah.
Very mindful that she was on the runway and she is a model. And then people were like, oh, she shouldn't do that, that's not professional.
Well, we're sorry she wants to keep her dignity intact.
Yeah, this kind of is part of the thing of fashion where sometimes it doesn't go as well as you'd like because things hike up.
Exactly.
And now we look at her sister who adjusts. Di ba magkapatid sila?
Yes, they are.
Her sister who just adjusts the blazer. She's like, I can adjust what I want. Good on you. Good on you. I feel like that's shade to the industry. Stick it to the man.
Exactly. You know? I love a disruptor. You know, I love a disruptor. I love
rebel.
somebody. Exactly. Love somebody who goes against the grain. Even when it's hard to. Maybe especially when it's hard to.
Especially in this climate.
Right. In pursuit of the greater good, the greater purpose. And speaking of people pursuing a greater purpose and going against the grain, talking about strong female figures. If you're celebrating your birthday today, you are celebrating it with one of the people is Maria Ressa. She is a Filipino journalist, the CEO of Rappler, and she is a Nobel Peace Prize awardee, the first and only in the Philippines, methinks.
More to come.
Exactly, more to come. See, kami na yung bahala.
Actually, for this show.
Exactly. There's gonna be like a Nobel Peace Prize like sitting on the table.
Yeah, next time.
In the years to come. But yeah, you are also, if you're celebrating your birthday today, you are also celebrating it with Huda Kattan. You may know her as the founder of the makeup line Huda Beauty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For my makeup girlies out there, I'm pretty sure one of her more famous products was like the powder. I haven't tried it, but I've seen the results. Pretty good.
Power to her, love a makeup mogul. You're also celebrating your birthday with Jacob Sartorius. He is an American musician and internet personality. You may know him. Excuse me. Had to go for a little cough there. You may know him from his rise to fame on Musical.ly. You know what? Is it Musical.ly?
Musical.ly. I don't know. It's just
exactly.
the first TikTok.
Exactly. Pre-TikTok.
Yeah. When you go to sleep at night.
That sweatshirt, isn't it?
Yeah. When you wake up in the morning.
I love that for him.
Wow.
He's kind of like, he looks at it kind of soberly now in his interviews.
Thank God.
You know,
it's like how Rebecca Black looks at Friday.
Right? And you know, Friday wasn't even bad.
It wasn't bad. Why did we come for her gig like that?
Right? I feel like people, myself included, like flamed her just like for being out there.
Having fun, using autotune.
Right?
Nothing wrong.
Yeah, and she was like a teenage girl making a song about teenage girlhood.
Yeah.
So consider this my formal apology, Rebecca Black.
I'll also apologize to Jacob Sartorius. I think that the fact that sweatshirt stuck to some of us, it's not wrong for a little teen to write about romance. That's what most of us did.
Yeah, and all of us we all went through periods in our lives when we were figuring things out, being a little bit cringy.
Exactly. You're cringe, but you're free.
Exactly. Thank God for the people who gave us grace during those times. So, sorry Jacob Sartorius, and happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Today is also Benji Paras's birthday. He is a Filipino actor, comedian, and he's a retired professional basketball player. He is the father. One of his sons is Kobe Paras, another basketball player. Pretty popular for his basketball. Also quite well known now for dating Kailin Alcantara.
Yep. Exactly.
So,
I also know this, I believe this father and son duo from the Mang Tomas commercials.
Yes!
So if you're not familiar with the visual, now you do.
Silang family. I think even like Palawan Express and stuff.
Yeah.
I love that for them. Get that bag Paras family.
Oh, as a duo, particularly.
Exactly. And shout out to Miss Paras, one of our math teachers from grade school, because I think they're cousins.
Oh, what?
Like,
This is my first time hearing about this.
right? Like, one of my classmates who was into basketball was like, but on the off chance, she was like, Miss Paras, mag-anak ba kayo ni Benji Paras? And she was like, yeah, we're cousins. I was like, what?
Was she serious?
I think she was.
Dang.
You know, if she
Good on
isn't,
her.
still, shout out.
I hope you get free Mang Tomas. Miss
Exactly.
Paras. Bars.
Miss Paras was also a lovely teacher.
She really was.
And also, finally, for our birthdays today, our last birthday celebrant is Sting. He is an English musician best known for being the frontman, principal songwriter, and bassist of the band The Police. It's the sound of the police! Me when like the police a song comes on.
You're so funny.
You may know their song Every Breath You Take. Exactly.
Sige, baka makapiright
Take
tayo.
us home,
naman.
Aya. So that's the sound of the police, guys.
That is the sound of the police, not wee woo wee woo.
That's the actual sound of the police. I love that song. It's such a creepy song, but I love
Such a
it.
creepy song.
Why is it made
So
so well?
stalkerish, but like, yeah, it's always stuck in my head.
Right?
Diba some 2000s movies also used it, and it's like legendary for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't name it right now though, but I remember.
That's okay, Queen.
Yeah,
Iconic
happy birthday.
song. Happy birthday to Sting.
Happy birthday to Sting, and to you if you are celebrating your birthday with those people.
Exactly.
And we celebrate you for tuning in to us on 87.9 FM within Ateneo or on our online radio zeno.fm/RK879FM. Kaway-kaway rin sa ating mga viewer sa Facebook and YouTube. Our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram are at Radyo Katipunan, and our YouTube is youtube.com/Radyo Katipunan FM, or just simply type Radyo Katipunan on the search bar and you will find us live right now with our faces right here.
Wait.
Smile and wave, boys.
Smile and wave.
wave.
Hello, everybody.
And we've got, well, it's just us squirrel friends for today, actually. But we've got a bunch of goodies for you guys.
Exactly. At 3:20 p.m.
At 3:20 p.m. on this day.
in the afternoonsies.
Yes. Mag-almusal. Mag-merienda.
Exactly.
Mag-merienda muna tayo together. Sit down. We're gonna tell you all about the ins, outs, and all abouts of the place we call home.
Katipunan Avenue. Pero kung nag-aalmusal ka ngayon,
Okay lang din.
that's okay. You know what? That's okay.
Sometimes you wake up at 3 p.m. and watch your favorite girls at 3 o'clock.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
So, what do we have going on, Miss Iana?
Exactly. This is why we're gonna get like right into the events happening in, around, in, beyond.
In, around, and
I'ma
beyond.
just Katipunan. I'ma just go through the events. No, but yeah. Our first event is Talab 2024, aka Talakayang Alay sa Bayan. It's heading into full swing this month. And this year's Talab is all about celebrating the season of creation. Love a weapon of mass creation. Love a tool of mass creation.
Spread love, not war.
Exactly. The Season of Creation is an annual Christian celebration, actually, that calls us together each year to listen and to care for our common home. This is celebrated from September 1st, which is the Feast of Creation, all the way to October 4th, which is the Feast of St. Francis of Assisi, the patron saint of ecology. Exactly. Happy Advanced Feast Day, St. Francis.
Happy.
Exactly. So in line with the celebration, Talab 2024's theme invites everybody to hope, literally to hope and act with creation.
Indeed.
Exactly. The main Talab Day is October 15. And Talab 2024 activities will continue to be held from October 14 to October 31. So, abangan nyo na lang siguro ang, like, check your...
Announcements.
Exactly. Check your announcements, check your emails, check your group chats.
Especially if may inaabangan ka na talagang
Exactly.
office or org,
Diba?
class.
Kung may inaabangan ka, you could probably like head on over to the org or the department's Facebook page. I'm pretty sure they'll be advertising and marketing their
Yeah.
events there. So, abangers na lang kayo doon.
And we in fact have one of the offices who are holding a talab.
There's so much to love.
The love to spread around,
Exactly.
you know. Loyola School's OGC, or also known as Office of Guidance and Counseling, they have their very own Talab event as well. And this event will be held during Talab, of course. And it's a talk entitled Thriving with Nature, elevating well-being and protecting the earth through sustainable practices and personal connection. It'll basically go into how we can uplift our personal well-being while making a positive impact on the environment. I think that's two birds with one stone. That's me and you and you and me. You know?
Exactly. And us and your friend Steve.
Steve. You see, we are both chronically online. Like,
Love a
that's
meme.
not... Love a meme. Love a meme. Alam mo, kanino, I've been like messing with this mic. Ngayon ko lang na-realize na it is not aligned the way I want it to be aligned. And now it is.
Okay, I love that for you, Queen.
I just wanted to address it because I was moving it around a lot.
Exactly. So if people were watching us on YouTube or on Facebook, they saw that happen live. Watch what happens live.
Yeah, we're just doing this. We're playing it by ear, you guys. And we are talking into your ears.
Exactly.
Okay, so going back to the talk, ayun nga, it will help you as a person and it'll help you help the environment, oh, diba? And the location is still to be announced, but the event will be happening on October 15 from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Very short for a talk, like 2 hours. I'm sure there will also be like a, I guess, sagutan segment somehow.
Maybe a Q&A.
Maybe a Q&A, maybe a little highlights moment.
Yeah, you can get a lot done, and you can learn and teach a lot in that amount of time.
Yeah, despite it being like just 2 hours.
Yeah.
So head on over. If you would like to register for this talk, visit ateneotalab.net during your enlistment batch from October 9 to 11. To keep up to date with other exciting events happening for Talab 2024, head on over to Talab-Talakayang Alay sa Bayan's Facebook page. Ayan. They have the full name there. So if you don't want to type just Talab, Talakayang Alay sa Bayan.
Exactly. Their government name.
Their government full legal name.
Exactly. Just like this next organization, I feel very it's quite like a mouthful of a name, possibly because it's also a very impactful event.
I think it is. Yeah.
Right? Very important event. One that I think Athenians look forward to every year. This event is the Sanggunian Commission on Gender Equality's One Big Pride. Exactly. One big pride. Or something. Big thing that happened.
That's our thing. One big FM.
Exactly. Now we can make it like a campus-wide thing.
Yeah.
But for One Big Pride, it's in full swing this October. OBP, One Big Pride, their theme for the month, or their theme for this year is Love and Liberation. It spotlights the spirit of protest in the celebration of Pride. You guys might have heard about this earlier on during Amplify Asia with Den and Jo and myself. But to tell you a little bit more about the event, it will have, you can expect a lot of fun prepared for the entire month. Activities will run from October 4 to October 28th.
Pretty long time.
Exactly. One of the events happening on October 4, which is this Friday, is the much anticipated opening night.
Ooh.
Thank you.
Lots of things going on.
Exactly. A lot of fun to be had.
Yes.
OBP's opening night will commence this Friday. The Pride March will occur at 6:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. It'll start at the Arete Banig area, And then following that, the opening program will be held at the Ateneo Covered Courts from 8 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. The Ateneo Covered Courts, is that where we graduated, Queen?
I'm pretty sure that is where people hold their PE.
I see.
So near here.
That's right.
Yeah.
Our Navy.
Our Navy.
I keep on
Little
forgetting.
swimming pool guys over there.
Right.
And I guess badminton, volleyball, b-ball. You know, I remember in my first year on site nung OBP, we tried to do the Pride March with them because they were already passing by where we were headed. So like might
you
as
could, like,
well.
attach
Exactly.
yourselves.
Exactly. And there was so much fun. Like everyone was in fun, colorful stuff, and I also agreed with my partner to like wear colors that represented, what's the term?
Your soji, your identity.
Our identity. Yes, it was. There's a term for demi. Yeah, those colors. So it's like purple, white, yellow. I don't remember. I'm so sorry. But like we a lot of people also dressed in their colors, and it was so fun. But I was wearing heels.
Oh.
And a march is pretty long if you know the layout of campus.
Yeah.
It's a pretty long walk.
I think brick pa yung
brick,
pavement.
or if not, parang there's also like tree roots to get around. So it was difficult for me because those were shoes I was also breaking in. Like they were heeled boots. Leather.
Oh my
heeled
God.
boots. So it was a chance for me to piggyback ride on my partner.
Yay!
Yay!
So yan ang ano. Yan ang...
Oh, yun talaga yung chancing.
Exactly.
Kaya attend OBP with your crush, with your significant other. Lots of enjoyment to be had.
Exactly.
Whether you're like participating in the festivities or not.
Yeah, wear heeled leather boots.
Wear heeled leather boots, make your feet hurt, but it's worth it.
That's why it's Napoleon born to party and not Napoleon born to walk.
Full circle.
Exactly. It's Bonaparte. Not
Exactly.
Bonaparte. Just
Bonaparte.
to clarify. But anyway, things that you can look forward to at opening night include performers such as different drag performers like Arsenics, Mix Chanel, and Your Tita Baby. Other musicians and hosts will also be at the event. Shout out to my friend Jolly.
I worked with Jolly once. Hi, Jolly.
Period. Shout out to my friend Jolly. They are going to be DJing. They're going to be one of the DJs that night. So that was my impression of DJ. Anyway, exactly. So yeah, another performer that night who's very interesting to me, at least personally, is Jason Dacal. I love his music. It's very suave.
I think I've heard this you might have played it actually before.
I might have, or Katharina.
Yeah.
I might have talked to you about it. He's like very 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 suave, very like
Katharina is a mutual friend. Well, my friend.
well,
mutual friend. Tama naman.
Exactly. I love you, Kat.
But yes, lots of exciting performers. I can't wait to sign up. So like, let me know how I can do this, Iana, because I'm not an Atenean anymore.
Exactly. Something that's very exciting and is another surprise from OBP is that how the event is open not just to Ateneans but also to the pub elite.
What? I can attend?
Yeah. So if you want to keep up to date with OBP, or if you want to bring your non-Atenean friends, or if you're the non-Atenean friend,
go ahead.
Exactly. Have them register with the link on the Sangguniang Commission on Gender Equality's Facebook page. So just look
head
for the
on
link.
over.
Exactly. On the Sangguniang Commission on Gender Equality's Facebook page. You can stay tuned to their Facebook page for other upcoming OBP events, such as Queer Fair, free HIV and STI testing, a screening of Call Her Ganda, and so much more.
Very exciting. Lots of things going on during OBP, and it's during Talab season as well.
And midterms?
And
or
midterms.
Right now?
It's like a crazy Ateneo month. So you have stuff to chill with, stuff to add more to your schedule if you have a free schedule, and study. Don't forget to do that. And I heard din na, well no, actually I've witnessed a lot of people actually go to the testing, like HIV and STI testing. So once you hear that it's open, I think you should head on over agad to the office that it's advertising kasi mabilis maubos yung slots nila.
Yes.
It's very important.
Right? I passed by it last year, and I think they made it like a really safe, open, judgment-free space.
Yeah, even like privacy and all, curtains. That was great. Like Ateneo really knows how to approach, as Sangu particularly, knows how to approach these things. And I'm so grateful to them for that. Because
Exactly.
not a lot of spaces are available to us, especially pag medyo bata-bata ka pa. Diba? But proud of y'all. And speaking of being proud of people, there's also sports. Me as a girl who doesn't know sports.
I had to hit the little emote like sports. But yeah, so
Yes.
tell us a little bit about the sports that are happening.
The sports. I'm actually going to talk about the Ateneo men's football team.
Wow.
As UAAP season is still in full swing. And bukas na bukas din, October 3. October 3. Grabe, fast forward.
Exactly.
The Ateneo men's, skipping ahead, I'm too excited. Pero bukas nga, the Ateneo men's football team will be taking on the Green Archers at the UP Diliman Football Stadium. We are up against our rivals, our green rivals.
Exactly. Up against our other in the field of our
Other rivals. So, kulang lang uste eh.
Exactly.
That's the audience. Yellow yung audience, red yung place. Tapos yung dalawang naglalaban, blue and green. There you
Just to
go.
complete the quartet.
The quartet. It's we can build a band, you guys. We don't have to fight, you know.
You don't have to fight, guys.
Don't have to fight. And
Exactly.
actually, this match has been postponed prior. So, any tickets bought for this match will be honored for tomorrow's game. Kaya, kung sino mang nang hinayang na hindi nakaabot sa, or like, hindi napuntahan yung match because none of you were able to, it's okay. You didn't spend for nothing. You're still gonna be able to watch the game.
Yeah.
And tickets will be available. O, diba? The more the merrier.
Exactly. So kung may friend ka pala na gustong...
Oo. Tapos nalaman lang niya, nung nabili mo na yung ticket, it's okay. Pwede pa rin siya bumili.
Exactly.
And it's available for purchase. Available for purchase at the entrance of the venue. So make sure to get there early to snag them up. Just get them all. And to keep up to date with this event, check out the Ateneo men's football team on Facebook.
Love that.
Yeah, for our sports fans out there, for
Exactly.
maybe aspiring footballers.
I think my little brother would be into that.
Shout out.
Shout out to my little brother.
We've got something for you to watch tomorrow.
Exactly. Makikita ko na siya, oh my god, andun pala si Pio. Love a little throat clear moment.
Tis the season, you know? Not Christmas. Just everyone's getting a little bit of a tickle.
Like it's a little bit silly.
Yeah.
Getting a little bit silly. up
The
in here.
weather is getting silly. Our health is getting a little wah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the phlegm is phlegming.
The
a
phlegm
little
is
bit.
phlegming. The sipon is siponing. Daming ganap, but you know, we push through.
Yeah.
Stay healthy, you guys.
Daming ganap. One of them being
Nagsasawa naman kayo sa segue namin. Don't.
exactly.
We're not gonna stop.
COA, or the Council of Organizations of the Ateneo Manila, has just released a great resource for all Ateneo de Manila University organizations. Released just a day ago, Koala's Kit. That's what it's called. Koala is the mascot of COA.
Koala with a C. Don't get it wrong. It's
Exactly.
a C.
Because it's a COA mascot.
Koala. It's in the
But
name.
yeah. So Koala's Kit is a resource that contains documents, templates, and resources to assist orgs in running and organizing their projects effectively.
Wow.
Love a little streamlined system.
Okay.
These resources are free for any org to use and contains resources for pre-project planning and templates for different departments like creatives, documentations, promotions, finance, and so much more.
So many years.
Exactly. These resources are actually constantly being updated. So don't forget to check out COA's Facebook page to access the links to these resources and keep up with their updates. What a wonderful free resource, right?
Yeah. Like, I understand as a former, alam ko pa ulit-ulit ako, para na ako sirang plaka, pero as a former org president,
Yeah.
Running an org is not easy. So, get all the help that you can, whether it's like as a leader or just as a person in an org.
Yeah.
Like, whether you're at a high part of the hierarchy or like just a member. You're not just a member. Like, there are things to be improved. There are matters to be considered.
Yeah.
Yeah. So head on over. I think Koa's doing a really good. How would you? Is this like a?
Like, it's a wonderful effort.
Ayun, effort. Yeah, they're doing something great. This is good for all of us.
Exactly.
And you know what else is good?
What else, Messiah?
Internships.
Love an internship.
I personally interned right here in Radyo Katipunan. So, as a former intern,
Yeah.
I also
of the
understand.
institution.
Exactly, this very one. You were also a former intern of somewhere else.
Yes, I was.
Ayan. You can shout them out
Shout
right
out to
now.
Citrus.
There you go. Hi, Citrus. If you're looking for any workers. Di na kami intern level eh.
Exactly.
At this point, we're kind of looking for money. But for those who are looking for, I guess, experience and also sometimes money maybe, internships are horrifying. I'm gonna say it. They're so scary. It's like your first step into the workforce, talaga. Like, it's not an official step, but it's definitely a step.
It can feel very much like an audition, to get
Right?
to get the return offer back.
Yeah, that's mostly what the hope is for an intern. And ayun nga, you're trying to break into the job market. So it's a lot of, I guess, anxiety for someone who isn't siguro familiar with said market. Because a lot of us have grown up 17 years in the academic area. So
Yeah.
we're not very familiar with like applications,
The world of work.
the world of work. Yeah, we're always told about interviews, never have done one, ganon. But don't you worry, especially for our Ateneans over here, kasi the Office of Placement and Career Services has got your back. The OPCS has set up internship orientations for all the schools within ADMO. O, diba?
Wow, I
We
love
are taken
that.
care of. Oh, well, not we, you guys.
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah, we were.
We were formerly. Now
Yes.
it's your turn.
Your turn. Indeed. You can find out about essential information on your course's required hours, internship requirements, and more. Apparently, I learned from talking to other former interns.
Yeah.
Not a lot of courses. No, sorry. Some courses don't require an internship.
That's true.
Diba?
Some of them will just it's optional for them, or like you just do like a project or you take a class or something.
Yeah. So I guess part of this is also siguro you can ask about if you do want those opportunities, but this is the office for you, dude. And I do believe this welcomes you as well. Like, it's not exclusive
Right.
to just those who need the internship.
Exactly.
Yes. And the schedules for the orientations are as follows. SOM and SO, or SOM and SOH, on October 8th from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Leong roof deck, not the hall, roof deck. And SOS, or SOSS, on October 11 from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Leong roof deck once more. And lastly, SOSE, or SOSE, on October 11 from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Leong Hall.
Important difference.
Switcheroo. Attendance for these internship orientations are highly encouraged. So go on over. Go on over to register through okay, I'm gonna spell it. linktr.ee/OPCS internship 24_1STSEM.
Period.
Once again, that's Linktree, but the dot is between TR and EE /OPCS internship 24_first sem. Or check out the Office of Placement and Career Services Facebook page for more details.
I think that's a lovely opportunity. I remember when we did our like formal practicum for comm, I was really confused about like the amount of paperwork and
Diba?
preparation and documentation that goes into preparing, I guess, for the internship. Like there's like memorandums of agreement, there's an internship plan.
Yeah, kasi you're not just like entering a company or or a different institution's like workforce, you're also kind of representing Ateneo. Yeah, so they gotta have an agreement of some sort.
Exactly.
So that you're taken care of on both ends.
That's so true. You know, it's it also helps the school become more responsible.
Yes.
For you. I had to go for a little throat clear.
Today's episode is just filled with like noises from us.
Exactly.
Honestly, we can make a whole soundboard
Like a
out of what we
compilation
did.
of them. Like,
Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah.
It is really helpful to have the orientation to understand like all this paperwork kasi it can get overwhelming talaga. Kasi
Right.
not only are you dealing with the, you know, some of us have to handle like making a resume from scratch. Some of us don't have that. Some CV pa nga hinihingi. Tapos maybe like a portfolio, etc., depending on the needs, the requirements. So it's just a lot. And then may dagdag pa for the institutions themselves. And it's good to understand on your own para at least you're not like lost in the sauce, you know.
Right. And I think learning about the internships also helps people feel more like knowing how to apply to them, how to make themselves like more competitive. Like how to put together a more competitive resume, how to be a more competitive worker.
Yeah, it's not just the objective stuff. It's also like the it's also the I guess tips and tricks ang mabibigay din nila sa'yo because they've gone through this more than twice, like a few years. I'm pretty sure every single year they go through it. And I remember nga our internship orientation, I think it was online nga eh.
Oh my gosh, it was.
Yeah, diba?
And it was like a PowerPoint of like, here are the documents, what you submit.
Yeah.
That was already also pretty helpful to iron out a lot of the requirements that we were being asked to submit. It was helpful. It was also a forum to ask different questions because there's so many like technicalities and different like sort of fine print, I guess, about doing the internship. Like for example, is it okay if I start like a little later than the date that we're expected to start? Is it okay if I end a little later? Periodism. Little gong.
That was
moment.
a gong.
Yeah, we actually have a gong in here.
If you don't see it, that's fine. I just sometimes do a little thing.
Yeah, you know, just like a little sound effect to emphasize how important Q&A sessions are.
Exactly.
But
And
yeah.
even then, parang hindi titigil doon yung like question and answer. Like, they're always there to support you talaga. So if you're in need of more support, more answers, more advice, I think OPCS is just there. Just there to help you. Especially through this really, I wouldn't say difficult, just scary.
Yeah.
A little bit of a scary time.
Yeah, you know, as like you make your first steps into the world of work.
Yeah. And that being said, that's the roundup. That is
That is it.
That is the roundup. That's all we have for you guys today. But I do have the chica that I wanted to tell you about.
What's your Chica Queen?
Just to impress.
That's right.
Yeah. So we have this new segment. When we do have space in the roundup, we're just gonna talk about things that we see.
Because they are still happening in, around, and beyond Katipunan.
And the internet, I think, is part of that scope.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And in DTI, Dress to Impress, not the Department of Transportation. In Dress to Impress, apparently the owner of the game,
Si Gigi.
si Gigi,
I
yes,
just hear about her first name.
yes, she's also like part of like the lore behind Dress to Impress and stuff. It's a lot. I think yung makakaintindi lang talaga sa mga ganito, yung mga chronically online. But apparently, Gigi's in hot water right now.
Oh my goodness, what?
Yes,
Why?
allegations have come out, and a lot of people are debunking the allegations. So like, there's no point in bringing them up right now because it's lots of like nag-aaway talaga na
Dang.
forces in the Roblox world. That's it. That's my chica. Just people fighting on the internet. Nothing new.
That's why I love a little Restaurant Tycoon 2 by
Yeah.
Ultra Moment.
No problems whatsoever offline.
Exactly. I'm just there managing my little restaurant. it's maybe a little bit overpopulated right now. I probably have to switch around like the interior design just because there's so many people and it starts
gotta
to
expand.
glitch out. Yes, it starts to glitch out. Like people, like I've had servers like stuck in the serving counter. So like they've got like a plate of food.
Okay.
The NP they're not an NPC, like the bot, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
The server bot like has food stuff on their tray and then they're just like constantly walking inside of the serving counter. And so
there's a little renovation to be done.
exactly.
Yeah, make space and ano. And I hope that the servers then in Dress to Impress are like okay. Kasi I know that this is a lot and should the allegations of course be true, of course the owner. I think who is by the way, I think a minor.
Wait, Gigi, like
Gigi's like 17 years old.
they programmed like all of DTI?
And they work with a bunch of people.
Okay.
But they're one of like the founders.
Dang.
Diba? Like kids are so talented these days.
Right.
Pero point stands, if there is something to be, owned up to, you better. Doesn't matter how old you are. You better. And there's also like attacking going on. Like the things on the internet are just so messy. I think people should calm down sometimes.
Truly.
Diba?
Which is why we need more third spaces outside of the
Yes.
internet.
Yeah.
Dress to Impress is a really fun third digital space.
It was.
Right?
Diba?
Like I think it really encourages people to be creative.
In a simple type of environment.
Right.
Actually, we can contextualize. We have time to contextualize what Dress to Impress is.
That's right, for people who are not familiar.
Yes. It is a dress-up game, basically.
That's basically it.
Yeah. There are a bunch of types of clothes, and a theme pops up.
Yes.
During the start of every round, there is a theme, and you have 5 minutes and 30 seconds to pick out the fit.
An outfit.
An outfit, yeah. You can pick the colors. Sometimes you can put patterns. There are different variations of what you pick.
That's right. You
Pwede
can
ka mag-layer.
layer.
Oh, diba?
Exactly.
And then if you have Robux, the money in Roblox, so there are some things that you can buy, which is like kind of exclusive to those who have the Robux. And there's also
Right.
like money on the ground, so you can collect in-game money, and you can buy those things as well. It's like very simple. It's back to the simple days of dress up your character. There are exclusive buy stuff, but they're also not like necessary for the game.
Yeah.
And there's also in-game buy stuff.
Right.
And then there's also like VIP, where there's like the special clothes if you have the money to buy VIP, but you don't need it to like win, because there is at the end of every round you get your characters one by one go on the runway. Whoever's in the
Yeah.
server, they pose, strike a few poses
They
for a
show
few
off their
seconds,
outfit.
show out their outfit, go away, and during the posing you get to vote from 1 to 5 stars.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
whoever gets voted the most stars is considered the winner.
Yes,
I
there's
guess.
first and second and third place.
Uh-huh.
That's it. Fun fact for the non-Gen Z slangers.
Yeah.
When you win in DTI, it's called getting podium, because you stand on the podium.
That's right.
Yeah.
And podium placements are themselves a bit of a touchy subject now as well,
Yes.
because there are speculations that the game is rigged a little bit.
Depending on what server you're in, ganun.
Right. And that your placement in your final placement in DTI isn't actually really reflective of how creative or appropriate or whatever the outfit is.
Yes, it sometimes just depends on like how minsan nga hindi magaling mag-vote yung mga ka-server mo eh. So like
That's right.
it's really not anything against you. It's everything to do with how people are. So if you're not
Yeah.
okay with that, just don't play the game.
Yeah, or sometimes you can play it and just think about how it's fun to put together an outfit for a theme, see what everybody else is doing,
Yeah.
and then the vote doesn't really have to matter.
Exactly. There are also like two of opposite sides of the spectrum where
Yeah.
there's like free play. I think people just dress up for funsies. And then there's the other opposite side of the spectrum where people make servers specifically to vote 5 for everyone.
Oh my goodness.
Para equal. And they're called farming servers because you're farming when you
stars.
yeah, when you get a certain amount of stars, you level up doesn't affect your gameplay whatsoever. It just affects the little title card above your character.
Yeah.
It just calls you like from new model to top model.
Like
Ganon.
fashion maven.
Fashion maven. Tapos minsan may color coding. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
It just I guess shows how many stars you've earned. Sometimes how long you've been playing. Kasi it takes a while to get those stars. And farming servers help with that. And it's fair. Because like everyone gets 5. Unless like tamad na tamad hindi naglalagay ng clothes. Pero
Yeah.
pa 5 pa rin. That's kind of unfair. But that's what a farming service is for.
Up next, what Dress to Impress tells us about democracy. I'm kidding.
We should have an episode that just is commentary on the social implications of digital third spaces.
Exactly. We should have a talab talk.
We should have a
Like
talk.
if Radyo Katipunan hosts a talab talk during like talab the talab period for
Yes.
this year. And then if they host one and you see that it's like Dress to Impress or Third Space,
That's because of
or, like,
us.
That's us. We're giving the talk.
Yes. And ayun. Now you know about DTI if you've never heard of it. And there's some issues going on, but on face value, it's a game.
Yeah, and just like a lot of other games, I think there's also beauty to it. It can also be a really productive and meaningful bonding activity for people. Like I've backstage during Mga Multo, people were playing it and stuff, and like people be like, I just gotta go to the bathroom. Can you like watch or like see where I place or something?
Yeah, it's like,
Or,
can you vote for me?
Right. Like, people are playing side by side. And they're like, sige, lagyan mo ng bandana yung ano.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
Right.
it's so fun. It's like a great bonding experience to play with people then. So I hope na whatever the case is with the creators, settle it. I don't know,
Exactly.
settle it. And I know that it's getting worse. Kasi kagabi ko lang to nakita rin sa Twitter. Like, it's getting a little bad talaga. Like, the allegations are allegationing. So it's crazy.
I just got into it because of my little cousin Anya. Shout out to Anya.
Shout out.
She was the first person who I played DTI with. She went over to, like Aya is going over to the screen. Anya went over to the house and then we played DTI together, and the themes,
That's so fun.
Right, it was pretty fun. The themes that we got were one of them was equestrian.
Like horse girls.
Exactly. And Anya was so adorable. Like she asked, like she wasn't really sure what equestrian was. So I was really happy to be there and like kind of let her know like what it is and then what people usually wear, what equestrians usually wear. And then we put together this little like it was like a skinny pants, like a puffy sleeve like corset, like with sleeves kind of thing. And
That's
then
beautiful.
like it was like wood beige sort of houndstooth pattern, I guess. With, like, little
Dang,
hands
she got
and boots.
specific with the pattern.
Right.
Houndstooth, the colors. I love
Right.
that.
It was very fun, and Annie was so patient. Like it was so cute. She was so patient when I was like I was suggesting things to put on. I was like, sometimes they wear like really skinny pants.
Yeah.
It was the
The
short
boots.
Right, boots, and then like usually like I see people like wear beige and
Uh-oh.
stuff, and then the hair is usually tied up. She was so patient. She was going around like, okay,
That's so
what do you think?
nice. It's a very
Yeah.
bonding experience and learning experience for Anya.
Exactly.
Yeah. So there's a lot to like, I guess, get from this game. And yung mga issue nga niya, even in game,
Yeah.
they're a little petty. Yung parang ayun nga, yung scoring. Tapos minsan may mambubuli
Yeah,
habang
like, people diss
nag-ano.
the
Yeah.
looks.
And then there was a time na, I know we're running out of time. I'll make it quick, but there was a time where the prompt was fast food. And then I decided to do Grimace because that's funny.
Yeah.
Diba? So I did just a fully purple man. Just random clothes, made him as bulky as possible, and then just like, this is Grimace, all
To get,
purple.
like the grimace like girth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The girth of Grimace.
Yeah.
And then someone else did a purple look as well. Pero ginamit niya yung parang female avatar. And then they went around telling me na, you're copying me. Eh, tapos na ako. Like,
Yeah.
I was fully done and you're the one going around
Yeah.
following me. All right. And I know that most servers are like filled with kids. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. Calm down. Like, it's a
Yeah.
game. And then, habang nagvo-vote din, sinasabi niya sa akin, she copied me. And I was just there like, whatever.
Okay,
You know, like,
calm down, child.
yeah, yung parang, no one copied anyone. Grimace does not belong to anyone.
Grimace is ungovernable.
Grimace is ungovernable with his girth. And then there were people also like defending me in chat na parang, yeah, she didn't copy you, she did it better than you.
Uh-huh.
And it's so sad because like these are children. I know that some people our age are playing it, but most of them are children. Like, calm down.
Yeah, like some monitoring needs to be.
Yeah, for sure.
There.
Pero ang petty lang talaga ng mga nangyayari. Anyway, I got first place.
Anya and I did too when we did the equestrian
There you
thing.
go. See?
Oh my God,
It's so
jumping up and
rewarding.
down.
Such a great feeling.
It really is.
Yeah.
Even though we've been like talking about how, you know, like sometimes you just have to play and be creative and have fun and like bond with people you love, but you know, placing is also, it can
Part
also
of
be
that.
very validating, especially when you feel confident
Yeah.
about what you put together. It's like,
Exactly.
yes, you see it, you all see it too.
Oh, tapos pwede pa screenshots. Some people make compilations of what they make.
Right.
I'm working towards making that. I haven't played in a while, so
I had put together some really awesome fits, like what you sent to our group chat.
yeah. I had a phase where I was like notorious for just sending people loads of screenshots of my outfits.
Thank you for blessing us. with
You're
those.
welcome, and hopefully we get to play soon. And
Thank you, Queen.
I hope we exposed you guys to not only the events within in, around, and beyond Katipunan, but also DTI.
Exactly, the what's what of Ateneo.
The what's what of Ateneo and those in it, because a lot of us
What's
play
what.
DTI.
One of the what's.
What's.
So yeah.
Indeed. Ayan, that is it for the roundup. Just a few more reminders before we head on out and play Dress to Impress, I
And
guess.
Restaurant Tycoon 2.
And Restaurant Tycoon 2 individually. I do have the reminder that next up, mamaya, not right now, JMM Radio will be on at 7 p.m. onwards. So watch out for that. Be sure to watch. Tune in na lang. And if you would like your event featured on the roundup, feel free to email us at rk879.marketing@gmail.com.
Exactly. And then you
Yes.
can follow us on Facebook, X/Twitter, and Instagram at Radyo Katipunan.
And you can also subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just search Radyo Katipunan or go to youtube.com/Radyo Katipunan FM. Don't forget the FM.
Exactly. And if you want to catch the Arcada, play your favorite songs on playback, you can download the Playback app or go to playback.tv/Radyo Katipunan. Amplify Asia was on there
Yeah.
earlier.
And mornings at RK as well.
Mork.
Mork. And AA. But it's Amplify Asia. Doesn't mean anything else. Yep. Your favorite DJs. If you want to request a song on Request 879, which is one of our programs in the Arcada, feel free to request on our playback chat. There is a playback chat on playback.tv
That's true.
/Radyo Katipunan. Or you can also go to our formal form, tinyurl.com/request879. Once again, that's tinyurl/request879. We cannot promise to play all the songs that have been requested, but we sure will try.
Exactly. You can, to find out if you play your songs, you can listen to us at 87.9 FM within 2 kilometers of Ateneo, and online at zeno.fm/RK879FM, or on the Zeno Radio app, which is available on the App Store and the Google Play Store.
Indeed. If you want the lowdown, tune in to the roundup. Once again, I've been Aya,
And I've been Iana.
and we will catch you next week. Bye-bye.
The voice of the Blue Radyo Katipunan.
Checking out the latest happenings in,